Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain you about accounts from incomplete records. This is for plus 2 as well 12 standard, and you have in a graduation level. So what is accounts from incomplete records? The meaning of it, when any accounting records are not strictly maintained according to double entry system. For example, let me say if a cash received from Mr. Suresh, you are going to maintain a cash book as well Suresh account. Cash received from Suresh. What will be the journal entry? Cash account data to Suresh account. So you are going to maintain a cash book as well Suresh account. This is what is called double entry system, that is recording of both debit and credit transactions are called as a double entry system. But what is this accounts from incomplete records? When one or both the entries are not recorded, then it is called as an incomplete accounting records or single entry system. This is like they'll not follow the rules of accounting, and they may or may not recorded the debit and credit transactions. For example, let me say cash received for purchase of asset. They may record only the cash book, but they may ignore the asset account. So this is how the incomplete accounts we will get, and we're not going to get a true balance sheet or a true financial statement. So why this accounts from incomplete records are maintained? Because if they doesn't have a knowledge about an accounting, or if the concern is very small, if there are lack of knowledge regarding the accounts, so in such cases this accounts from incomplete records are maintained. So I gave one example, cash paid for repairs. Here only under the person who are maintaining the under single entry system, they'll follow only either they'll record only one transaction or both the transaction, or omit the entirely. For example, cash paid for repairs. Here only cash book is recorded and ignores the repairs account. So they'll maintain only the cash book. Cash paid for expenses. So cash is going out. What will the journal entry? Repairs account data to cash account. So, and in single entry system, they'll also record debtors and creditors account. Who is called a debtor? When you make any credit sales, then the debtor comes into existence. What is a credit? Who is called as a creditor? When you purchase any goods on credit, then a creditor comes into existence. Even under single entry system, these two records are also maintained. Okay, so is it clear with single entry system? So single entry system does not give any proper information regarding the financial state. It gave an incomplete. That is the reason we'll call it as accounts from incomplete records. Okay, and coming to the next, and which is leads to incomplete way of bookkeeping, obviously. So when it doesn't properly maintain, so it's lead to incomplete way of bookkeeping. So what are its features? First one is nature. It is unscientific and systematic. Obviously it's unscientific. We don't follow our debit and credit, so obviously it does not follow any principles, like it doesn't differentiate the capital and revenue items. It does not follow as per the accounting standard. So its nature is same. Types of accounts maintained. So in general they maintain only cash and personal account, and whereas nominal account, real account, completely they'll ignore it. Okay, example, outstanding rent, depreciation on machinery, this all being ignored. Okay, and what's the next one? Lack of uniformity. So like in case of double entry system, we'll have uniformity. Like if we say double transaction, we are going to record in a double way, but in this case there is no uniformity, because some or other accounts will be ignored. So every organization, if an organization is following the single entry system, the way of recording transaction is completely different. So it doesn't have any uniformity, is nothing but same. Next, financial statement may not represent fair and true. Already I said you, if one or more accounts are ignored, so obviously your financial statement is not going to get a true and fair. That is a balance sheet. Financial statement is nothing but a balance sheet. Not going to get a clear balance sheet. Then suitability. So this is not suitable for a very big concerns like corporates and all. It is suitable only for the sole traders. Then mixing up of personal and business transaction. What is mixing up of personal business transaction? We have a concept in accounting that is called as business entity concept. Here business entity concept, we have business is different from businessman. All the accounts we have to maintain as per the point of business but not from the point of businessman. But here what happened, if they are maintaining a single system, they'll continue they're going to record everything. They're going to club everything, that is the personal account, business account, everything they are going to make. Whatever we have withdrawn a cash, we withdrawn a goods, we'll call it as a drawings. Here they're going to mix up everything, whether it is any expenses relating to the personal or whether it is relating to the business. They're going to club everything and they're going to dump it in the same account, so which leads to it's a wrong. Okay, so as per the business entity concept, this is completely wrong. And the next one, limitations. So obviously we have so much of limitation, but still we'll go through with the limitations. Lack of proper maintenance of one. Already we have studied in the first case itself. They doesn't maintain any proper maintenance of record, and so if they doesn't maintain a proper record, it's difficult for us to prepare a trial balance. And next, difficulty in ascertaining the profitability. We don't get any proper ledger accounts, so obviously it's very difficult for us to find out the profitability. Errors and frauds cannot be detected easily, but under double entry system, if one account is maintained, another account does not maintain, so we can able to find out the errors and fraud. Errors are nothing but unintentionally doing is called as an error, intentionally doing is called as a fraud. So under errors and frauds is very difficult us to detect, because we are not maintaining a proper accounts. We may record only one transaction, or we may ignore both the transactions. So unacceptable to government and authority. If you want to pay any income tax, or if you want to sue in the court of law regarding any issues, you can't show this single entry books as an evidence or to pay the tax. So this is not at all acceptable by the government or any other authority. Authority in sense, it's income tax authority. So this is not acceptable by any people. Okay, this is the introduction about the single entry. We call it a single entry or books of incomplete records. Okay. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe it, and share to your friends. And in future I'll be recording I'll be uploading more videos based on Samachir Kalvi. It's not only for a Samachir Kalvi, but also for the other boards as well. This is also useful for the BCom level students. Stay tuned. Thank you.